In this video, we're going to be finding the volume of pyramids. Specifically on the left, notice that we have a square base pyramid, and you can see that indicated by having 4 sides and 4 90-degree angles in the base. And then on the right, we have a triangular base pyramid. And notice this is a right triangle. You can see that one 90-degree angle, and we have 3 sides to the base. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the square base pyramid first. It's going to be a very similar process with just some minor differences, because one base is a square and one base is a triangle. So I'm going to move this up just a little bit, and starting over here with the square base pyramid, if I want to find the area of the base, which is what big B represents, and so I'm going to write that down, area of the base. I'm going to go ahead and use my area formula for the base. Now I'm just going to draw an image of this base over here to the side. Notice it is a square, and one side of the square is 11 inches and the other side is 11 inches. So that's our length and our width. So I'm going to put L, and this is W. And the way we find area of the base is we go ahead and multiply the length times the width. That's going to be our value for big B. And now H, on the other hand, is going to be the height of the pyramid. Just like in the other shapes, it represents the height of the prism. And so that's going to be times H, which is the height of the pyramid. Now if we look up at this pyramid, its height is 12 inches. So I'm going to put an H right there. Right, and then if I were to label this, right, I have my length and I have my width. So we're going to substitute those values into our formula, and then we'll know what the volume is. So I'm going to rewrite this real quick. So I'm going to put V is equal to the length, which is 11, times the width of the base, which is 11 as well. So we have 11 times 11, the length times the width, and then this is going to be multiplied to the height of the pyramid, which is 12. My 1/3, because remember up in our formula it was 1/3 the area of the base times the height, so I do have to have that 1/3. And so I'm going to put 1/3 times the length, which is 11, times the width, which is 11, close parenthesis, and then parenthesis, and put 12, which is the height of my pyramid. And I'm going to hit enter. And notice it gives me 484. So this will be 484 inches cubed. And that is the volume of this pyramid. Right? So really, if you think about it, this is really similar to doing a cone, because we have that 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this other that has a triangular base. And the only thing that's going to change between these two is how we find big B. Right, big B was here, was area of the base, which was length times width because it was a square. But now, since this is a triangle, big B is going to become the area of a triangle. And so our formula is going to look a little different. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and write this out. B is equal to 1/3 times the area of the base. And the way we find the area of the base for a triangle is we're going to do 1/2 the base of the triangle, so little b, times the height of the triangle. And this is all in regards to the base. So that's my area of the base. And then my H is going to be the height of the pyramid. So not the height of the triangular base, but the height of the pyramid. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and substitute these values in. First of all, I'm just going to label this. The height of this particular triangular pyramid is 4. And then when I'm looking at this shape here, we got to make sure we pick the right numbers when we talk about what we call the base and the height of the triangle. So the base and the height are always the legs of the triangle. So they're the 2 sides of the triangle that actually contact this right angle symbol. Right? This bottom one is the hypotenuse. So we're not going to use that value. We're just going to use the base and the height. So the base is going to be this leg, which is 3 centimeters. And the height of the base, or what I should say of the base, which is a triangle, is going to be this side, which is 4 centimeters. So notice that when I got my base and height for the area formula, there were the two legs that contact the right angle. So in other words, if I drew this base, and I'm just going to draw it right side up and put my right angle in it. 3, which I have as B, would be the base of the triangle, and then 4 would be my height. There you go. So you can just see it up right here, right? This base right here, we have a height of 4 and we have a base of 3. So now we're going to go and substitute these values in. So V is equal to 1 over 3 times 1/2 times my base, which is 3, times the height of that triangle, which is 4, close parenthesis, times the height of my pyramid, which happens to be 4. Now that could have been a different number, but in this particular problem, it happened to be the same number. So now you can see where I got my numbers from. I've got them all substituted in, and now I'm going to go ahead and put it in the calculator. So I'm going to hit alpha y equals enter to go ahead and put in the 1/3. Put a parenthesis. I am going to hit alpha y equals enter again to put in my 1/2. And then parenthesis 3, parenthesis 4, close parenthesis, and then the height of the pyramid, 4. And in this case, I get 8. So the volume of this triangular pyramid is equal to 8 centimeters cubed. And now you know how to find the volume of a square base pyramid or a triangular base pyramid.